Everybody, Miss J 1973, or Jan, my real name. I'm going to try to get all the fire alarms and detectors and everything that I've acquired for this year. So this is basically everything that pretty well everything I have. This isn't everything that I've gotten this year, but this is a good portion of it. There's some up there, and you can see down there, and there's some of the boxes and that, because this is what I got this year, and I'm going to explain as much as I can. Unfortunately, I'm not going to set any off because it's about just after 9 o'clock here. My neighbor upstairs is not doing shift work this week, but still, I don't want to set them off and scare the you-know-what out of anyone up there. So her boyfriend has a dog, and I don't want him to go nuts if he hears any alarms. You know, with animals, their hearing's a lot more sensitive than ours. So I'm gonna do the best I can with explaining everything that I've gotten this year, from January right up until now of 2023. And I hope I have the models right and everything, because I went back and looked through eBay and Etsy too, and I've got some of the boxes, what I can, with the alarms of eBay and Etsy to explain what they are. So we'll go here first. These were this here. Oh, over here. Hold on. Follow me over here. I'm going to try to do these in order as I got them. So this one over here is the one that forever would not work. I thought, the strip on it was worn and that. Well, about a month ago, now I tried setting it off, tried taking a lighter to it. That's why it's a bit warped and burnt, like has that color to it. It does work now. This is the Federal Giant alarm, made in Japan. And the model number is... hold on, let me just check eBay here. I can go back. Sorry about that. I'm going to try my best not to make this video too long. But, hold on. Okay. Alrighty. And by the way, I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas. I had a Merry Christmas. I was at my sister's yesterday. Had a good Christmas. We had believe it or not, no snow up here in Canada. It was a foggy Christmas, a foggy and green Christmas, and we had a rainy day and foggy day today. So, okay, hold on, and I will get that. See if I can find the date of that alarm. I'm trying to go in order here, but forgive me if I don't. My apologies. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, okay. It's the Federal Giant thermostat controlled vintage detector model FA-1, and it is only 5 inches 5 feet high. So it's not very big. It's an all metal unit. So, and it's pretty cool. Like I said, I always thought it looked like a radio because of this triangle thing here. The year, I would say it's sometime in the 50s. It's very retro looking, but it does resemble an old style radio. So it's pretty cool. It runs on a, let me try to open it up. I'll try to open my units as best as I can. Let me put my phone down. Okay, runs on a D-cell battery, and it has a Delta alarm horn. That is a Delta alarm. And again, it works now. So it's great that I got it working. That's pretty cool. So that's, I believe that's January's detector of 2023. So, alarm. So, because I branched out into burglar alarms and heat detectors, as you guys know, from bells and smoke detectors. Okay, hold on. Oh, yeah, there's my my Teledyne. That's from last year. That's not this year. But I've always thought that's cool. It looks like a spaceship. So you can see the battery in it is, I think it's still going. Let me see. Do I have a battery in it? I thought I did. Maybe not. Let me see. I thought it had batteries in it. And I think I took them out. So, anyways, it doesn't matter. So, you guys know what that sounds like. I've tested it for you guys. I tested it last year. So, anyways, hold on. So, I'm going to walk over here. Follow me. Sorry, my apartment's still decorated for Christmas. I'll probably take my decorations down this week. I've did unwrapping gifts and that. So I did unwrapping gifts. I put everything, all the wrapping and everything, and all the boxes went into the garbage and the recycling today, and did that much. So at least I'm getting rid of that stuff. That's the great thing about shopping. You have all this lovely stuff to get rid of, the packaging and everything. So anyways, enough of that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over here, because I do believe this was February's. Okay. These are the Indeco LifeMaster, Indeco LifeMaster heat detectors, model 106. And what's neat about these are circa 1960s, I do believe. These are very heavy. And there was a set of two of them. Here's the back of them. Model 106. And these have squealer horns. It's very, very, very interesting. So, really cool. And because most heat detectors had sounded like bells, well, these have squealer horns, and these are the knobs here that you set them off with, but you don't push them. You turn them like a dial, like that, and they go off. It was a set of two of them right here. So, really, really interesting. Really cool. So, I do believe this one over here was March's alarm. I'm not sure. As I said, I don't know yet. I'm trying to do, this is it's like 9:30 at night here, and I've had a long day. But I'd like to do this and get this video kind of posted. This is the Vulcan. Now, there's no battery in the back of it right now. It's the Vulcan Mark Vulcan Mark VIB autosonic smoke detector. And I do believe this is from 1982. It's a lot newer than I thought it was. It's nowhere near as old as I thought this would be. And it has a fast pulsing piezo horn. Very similar, actually, the same kind of horn as this here. They sound exactly the same. That's the travel safe detector from last year. So, it has the same horn, and it's got a really, really, really interesting piezo, but it looks like it would have a squealer. Whoa, almost dropped it. That's not good. A squealer horn, but it's not squealer horn. So, but you can go back and refer to my videos if you ever want to see them testing, and that's kind of looks like a water wheel there. Right there. Really interesting. So, there you go. So, and then, going back to a few months later, I found these. This is the vintage LifeMaster heat detector model D1, and these are a bit older than these ones here, I do believe. They also have squealer horns, and again, I'll pick them up. These are brass. There's the back of them. Both look the same. It's got this really weird really neat decoration in the middle of it. I really think they're cool. Very retro looking. I'd say 1960s if I had to guess. There's a test button, and again, it turns like that. It does not push, and it's a squealer horn. It's really cool. So, okay, now I do believe, let's see, this one here is, as again, I'm not going to try to go in order. This one here is the V brand, made in Hong Kong, and it's a burglar alarm. It's a heat alarm and burglar alarm. A little strip, you can test it there. But this here, if you put it on a door, right here, this little part, you fold it over, you put it on a door, it will become a burglar alarm. And I'll grab the box quickly. Hold on. Let me just grab the box. It is, okay. Again, sorry about the messy apartment here. It is this one right here. And it's a combined burglar and fire alarm. And it's got a weird graphic. It's got somebody with a covered face and a knife on their hand. It probably would not go very well today. It's, no, it wouldn't work. So, but there it is. There's pretty cool graphics. But it also has a squealer horn. So, it's really cool. Okay. So, moving over to this one here. I can't remember. I think it's this one here. This is the Radar brand burglar alarm, and it sits on top of a door. So I'll grab it. Let me see. It's over here. Okay. Okay. This is it right here. Sorry. This is okay. That's the back of it. That's what it looks like. I'd say it's 1950s. It's pretty cool. It also has a very annoying squealer horn. And it does work. These are very cool. Not very big, because here's my hand. And my hand is not big to begin with. But it's a Radar brand. Really interesting, really cool. Okay. Moving on. It's not the first Radar brand product I have either. This over here is a personal alarm. Yeah, they actually existed back then. This here, you pull it out, and it would emit if you were ever in trouble, you pull this thing out, and it would emit a very loud squealer type horn. So these things were pretty advanced for their time. So personal alarms were, I used to think they were from the 80s, but no, they're much older than I thought. And again, I'll show you the box. And again, I'll show you how small this thing is. Pretty small. And it does look kind of like a radio. And I'll show you the box. Okay. Alright, over here. Okay. This here. There's part of it too. That's the box. That's how tiny it is. So there you go. And it is made in, it's British. These are both British alarms. So, pretty cool. Really cool. Okay. Getting over to this one here. This is the strangest piece I've seen so far in my collection. And it's rare. It's from a place called, it's the Latta brand, and it is actually from Idaho. Idaho. A place called Latta, Idaho. And it is it's kind of like a, well, it's supposed to be, I don't know if it's a heat smoke detector. It did work at first. You push this here, this thing here, and it emitted a whistle sound. And it actually had spray coming out of it. Scared the you-know-what out of me the first time I tested it. And there's canisters inside here. I'm not going to open it up. It just takes too much. But this thing has 2 canisters inside of it. And so it's a weird, strange alarm. Here's the Latta fire alarm model number 503. So, yeah. I'll do the best I can. And this here is how it hangs on the wall, if you're wondering. This thing would attach on here. Okay, again, I'm doing this one-handed. It would attach on here. The best I can do. You can see that. And it would go onto a wall. So, it's pretty neat. It's got, it's a very strange cover. Again, that's the back of it. and it came in this box here. There's all the instructions. I'm going to say this is from about 1975-ish. So, but it's neat, and again, it's from a place called Lata, Idaho. So, very far from home for me, way far away. Oh yeah, and just so you wanted to know, that's the box from the Federal Alarm. It was very well worn when I got it. So, you can see that. But, that's pretty neat. That's what was left of it. But at least there was still part of the box. So, anyways. Okay, on to this over here. Now, this here is really cool. This is an Apex number F-901 burglar and fire, or burglar alarm and siren. And it has a little thing inside of it. I'll open up the box. This here would attach to the alarm itself, again, onto a door, and it would become a burglar alarm. These burglar alarm, fire alarm combos were quite the thing back in the 60s and 70s, I guess. So, and there's the instructions to it. So, I won't go into too much detail, but I'll show you the alarm. And again, this I thought didn't work either, but it works, and this is really cool. What's really cool is it has a motor-driven horn. So then this again looks like a radio too. It's really cool. Let me open it up. I have to put my phone down. My apologies when you do it one-handed. Okay. Works on two Ever-Ready D batteries. Well, I have Ever-Readies. So that is a siren-driven horn, or a motor-driven siren horn. It's really neat. There's the side of it. So, it's really cool. There you go. Okay. So, I don't know what year it is. It's all metal. I'm going to go with the 50s or 60s. But that looks like a radio. I like that V thing here, the grill. That's interesting. Really cool. Okay. Moving on. This here, down here, is the Westclox smoke signal. It's a travel version. So, there's a test lever here. And it just sounds in continuous. It's not a very loud horn. Not very loud at all, but you can see the inside of this. This is a very, very shrunken, I guess that is a very shrunken, Kobishi horn. But it is very tiny. But this, there's a side of it. It's from 1978, as far as I know, the date code. And, I'll, grab the travel bag that it came in. I don't know if this came with it or not originally, but when I got it, this was with it. And the instructions are in this, the package, or inside of it. Hold on. Alright. There it is. Pretty well worn. Pretty yellowed. But it's Canadian. It's a Canadian unit. But I do believe it is the smoke signal in travel form. But it's not, as I said, not very loud at all. It does go off, but it is not loud. Not to me, it isn't. So, but it's pretty cool. So, travel alarms is, again, were not a new thing at all. So, and actually, it's upside down. Westclox travel alarm. There it is. You can see the circuitry right inside of it. Pretty cool. Okay, moving on. I apologize for this. Okay, I'm going to go over here.